Now then, boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here. Welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 22 Tottenham Hotspur career mode. And today we're going to take on Manchester United, who are currently 4th in the league. But at the moment, the league is extremely tight between the top 4 sides. Manchester City are top on 43 points. We are second on 42 points. Liverpool third on 41 points. And then Manchester right behind. So if they beat us today, that would push them right into the race, which is exactly where they want to be. They're going to be gunning for us. This is going to be a tough one. Now, I am feeling a little bit under the weather. I will be honest with you. I mentioned it a couple of episodes ago, but I feel like I'm coming down with, you know what I mean? Like that pre-winter illness. I feel a little bit crap, if we're being honest with each other. So this one might not be as upbeat as I usually am in terms of the recording, but I still want to get these videos out for you. I still want you to have these episodes daily, so we do soldier on. Got a window opening as well, which will be really cool. I'm excited to see what we could do in the window, maybe who goes out. The suggestions keep rolling in. Absolutely appreciate that, and there are a few things that I think we could do in this transfer window. At the start, I wasn't expecting to, but now given some of the injuries and the position we're in, I think we could fight for the league this year, so those reinforcements are important. What is also important is my glasses, because I cannot play video games without these on, man. It messes with my eyes. Ronaldo up top for them today. Van der Beek in the team with McTominay next to him. Pogba playing on the right, Sancho on the left. I mean, it's a strong side, isn't it? They haven't changed too much, if at all, actually. I think that's genuinely the same starting 11, but it's not going to be easy today. I don't want to play Tandango Ali's got the bandage, so we'll play Romero. Davis will also have to come in for this one today. Surely we need to play Lautaro up top, no matter if he's tied or not. Ryan Gill will play on the right side of midfield. Home advantage going to Manchester United, of course, in this one. It is absolutely chucking it down, as per usual. We're in England. What do you expect? It bloody rains here a lot, especially in Lancashire. Cristiano Ronaldo's all too used to that at this moment in time. See what we could do in this one. I think we need to win these kind of games if we are in the title challenge. Come up short against teams like Man United. You can't really be challenging for the league. It's against the big teams where we have to perform. Short corner going to be taken here by Man United. Sancho. He's going to be in danger, isn't he? Well in, Brian, though. And that pass to Son was fantastic. Oh, Sonny boy. That's not a bad pass either, is it? Lo Celso. Had Lautaro Martinez for 1-0, surely. There we go. We will take the lead. It will be a counter from Man United's corner, but we do not care. Crazy one about this one is the ball was literally about to just go out for a corner, and Brian keeps it in by flinging that ball out to Son. Next thing you know, we're cheering for 1-0 up. Brilliant play. Need to also sort out the nets. You could do tight nets this year. I didn't actually realise that was a thing until recently, so we need to set them up. Apparently they sound very, very good, and the ball hits the back of it. Bagging goals again is our Lautaro. We need a chant for him, don't we? Leave that to you guys. Come up with a chant for Mr. Lautaro Martinez, and we will certainly be singing it. You guys want to see him stay at the club. I would like to see him stay at the club. I just think for realism's sake, if the right bid comes in, how do you turn down one of the best teams in the world if we don't manage to fulfill with becoming one of them ourselves by winning the correct trophies, or at least competing for the correct trophies? We are competing for the league at the moment, but I'd hate for that to drop off. Man United now coming forward. Oh, Sancho, what a pass that is. What a pass that is. And Romero easily. Not pass back whatsoever. Oh, come on, Lloris. Come on, Lloris. Come on, Lloris. What is that, Hugo? I know it's your final season with us, mate, but that pass out is shocking. You just have to question what he's thinking here. It's an easy ball out, but he doesn't spot Pogba. It's an easy finish in the end for Paul as well. But what a shot we've conceded. And unfortunately for us, it's just down to an error. An error from the keeps. He's got to do better in that position for me. And now we're going to be poised with the question of can we get back into it? And when we're playing passes like that to Dele Alli, we might be able to. Youngmin Son tried to take it on his other foot. Lo Celso now tries to fire that one across. Højbjerg's touch not too good there, was it, to be honest? Let's hope that they can't counter-attack too dangerously. Well, they can. Upper's not known for his unreal speed, though. But he's passing, he is, and that pass was bad, but we nearly played ourselves back into trouble again. Son. Oh, what a ball that is from Son. Lautaro, it's a tight angle. Don't matter. Don't matter. Lautaro Martinez, boys. Does not matter. Give me whatever angle you want. Give me whatever angle you want. This boy is smashing it. Top bins. What a goal that is from our number 10. And really, revelation to have him on the team. Harry Kane was injured for so many parts of last season. Although when we had him, he was great, wasn't he? But this man stayed fit. Fingers crossed so far. And he's just a beast. What a finish. Try not to let him get the ball across. Semi Sancho. Well defended by Emerson is what I thought I would be saying. Bruno Fernandes now. Out to Pogba. Bobber scored the first one and Fernandes nearly got the second. We have the lead, but it doesn't feel comfortable, does it? It doesn't feel comfortable at all. But we are in charge here at the moment. How long that lasts, I do not know. 2 moments of brilliance from Lautaro Martinez gives us the 2-1 lead. Oh, Emerson was given space to burst in there. He's going to try and float it in towards Lautaro. I mean, I said any angle, but that one was probably just a little bit too tight for him to find the back of the net with. Scored a corner recently. Might fancy scoring another. And I do. And so does Dele Alli. And that will make it 3-1. And title contenders we are. And this will put Man United way off the pace going into the second half of the season. It will put Man United way off the pace behind the front three of Liverpool, Man City and Tottenham Hotspur. You heard it here. What a headed goal that is from Dele Alli. People probably question why we give him so much game time. His performances like this, that is the reason. Bobber coming forward now. Don't let him get the ball in. Well defended, Davis. I think Davis's days are numbered. That was a bit of a tongue twister I gave myself for no reason whatsoever. That is sublime from Giovanni Lo Celso. Lautaro, though, is being closed in on. It doesn't matter. Oh, I thought it was his hat-trick. It would have been his hat-trick. I haven't got Lautaro a hat-trick yet, and I feel like that was probably the moment I should have got the hat-trick. Just past the post. I don't want to preempt too much, but I don't want to take too many risks at the same time. They're bringing off Cristiano Ronaldo for Cavani. Surprised, to be honest. Sessegnon for Son. And Skip for Højbjerg. I mean, Højbjerg he's unreal, isn't he, really? I didn't realise how good he was going to be in real life when they signed him. And then again in FIFA. It's been unreal for us. Cavani, he's come on as well. Good opportunity for him. Paul Pogba back into Cavani. Eventually Skip will get it away. No, he won't. Bruno Fernandes. Sancho, what a save from Lloris. And they do from the corner. That's actually a really good ball in to Harry Maguire, who heads it wide. Listen there, found Gill. I thought he floated that perfectly. Rafael, no. Lautaro Martinez has stayed down. I pray he can run this off, boys, or else we're in severe trouble. No Bobby, no Lautaro. How do you like that, eh? How do you like that? No Bobby and no Lautaro. No title race for Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, here they come again. Bruno. He'd love to score, wouldn't he? Sanchez nearly stopped him, but it doesn't matter. Quick feet. He smashes it top corner. We haven't got too long to hold on for, but we'll definitely be holding on. We do manage to hold on. Bruno Fernandes causing a little bit of squeaky bum time there towards the end, didn't he? My big important thing to figure out now is Lautaro going to be out? How long is he going to be out for? The moment of truth did come, and it is just a bruised shoulder. 5 days. We're entering into the transfer window, so this is international break, I think, actually. So 5 days, and he is back. So worries not to be had. Danger averted. We're safe. I think at this stage, though, it makes sense to just take an overall look at the squad. See how they're getting on here at the halfway stage. See what changes we might want to make as well. I always like to do it by the stats, but we've got Austin there, not going up at all. Hugo Lloris has gone down. You know, we know we're replacing him already. We know we're getting a new goalkeeper. We haven't actually decided because people have thrown at me a lot of really good suggestions, which is always a positive, right? When you guys give me so many good suggestions. But there's a lot, and I have no idea who we're going to choose for Hugo Lloris's replacement next season. Now, usually I'd like to have 2 good goalkeepers, but if we're being 100% honest, I've never ever had a goalkeeper injured in FIFA. So there's no need. It's just a waste to have 2 really talented goalkeepers. Ben Davies has actually played a fair part this season. He should not be captain. I don't know why. It's because we've got the rotated squad on. That's why he's got it here now. I just remember. We used the rotated squad, of course, for when we sim the training to keep them all sharp. But he's gone up 1, and he's not had a bad year, but I do think we could do with someone a little bit more mobile there. And potentially, I'm looking at playing a 3 at the back sometimes against the bigger sides, especially in Europe. Ben Davies could play the 3rd centre-back on the left-hand side. That would work for us. Reguilon having a pretty decent season. 24 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists. Can't have it because he's out on loan, so no one cares about that. Tanganga's actually having a breakout season. He's gone up by 5. He's 82 rating now. His injury will hamper him a little bit, but he'll be back fit and strong before you know it. He's played the same amount of games as Sanchez, and to be honest with you, I wish we could see more in terms of their stats. I really do, because these stats just don't tell a story. But Sanchez has had a great season. Timber going up by 1, which is what we want to see. I want to see him grow even more by the end of the season. Romero, solid. I mean, he's our #1 centre-back at this stage. Aarons has gone up by 1. He's got 2 assists and 1 goal, so he's having a fairly decent season. Emerson obviously sharing those stats now with Aarons, but he's gone up to 83. White's gone up 2 on loan, but I still don't think he'll ever make it here. Højbjerg has gone up 1. 3 assists. I mean, the man's attack, again, Interceptions, I'd love to see how many interceptions he's made because he's been brilliant for us. Unfortunately, Højbjerg being so good has meant that Skip hasn't played as much, but he's still gone up by 1, and I still view him as an important part of this team in the future. Sessegnon finally started to get a few games, seems a bit happier about himself now, and has gone up by 3 this season. So, I mean, the guy's looking like he's going to be very good for us. And then, of course, the main star attraction is Heung-min Son. Going up by 2 at the age of 30, which is, I mean, unbelievable. But like I said, he's having a Ronaldo-esque kind of season. 12 goals and 12 assists in all competitions. DVB's not had a bad year either. 4 goals, 3 assists, 15 starts for him. Not going up at all. The Celso, 15 appearances, 4 goals, 3 assists. Bolden we're trying to sell, I think. Well, we wasn't. We are now trying to sell him. Dominguez with 3 goals, 2 assists. Decent season for him, going up by 1. Divine, we're trying to loan out. Dombele is dividing opinion. Some people think we should sell him. Some people think we should keep him. And I've decided that we are going to sell him for the right price. It has to be the right bid that comes in, and it has to be the right price. Purely because Dele Alli is just doing a job. As you can see there, 2 assists, 5 goals. He's just played really well. And I don't think it's fair that Ndombele plays second fiddle to anybody in a football team. I want to see him get first team football. I feel like it's only fair at the age of 26 that we allow him to move on and do that. And it's not going to be the most popular opinion by everybody, but these are the breaks, boys. Jack Clark went up by 1. Brian Hill going up by 2, which is great to see. 16 appearances, getting more appearances now that Neres is injured, even though for me, he was having his best season so far with 4 goals and 6 assists. Firmino, of course, got injured earlier in the season. 3 goals and 5 assists. He's gone down 1, but I've got no doubt once he's back in the squad and he plays a few games, he'll go back up. But he's 31, so we do have to be thinking about replacing him at some point soon. We do have Dusan Vlahovic, though, so we've always got to remember that. Atete is going to be going out on loan, but he has gone up 1. Lautaro Martinez, who is now injured, but he's gone up 1 already. I mean, he's a god. 19 goals in 22 appearances. 4 assists. I mean, the man's dynamite. I love him. Dane Scarlett, though, now that there is a few injuries, might get a few more appearances, but he's only had 5 so far this season and not scored a goal. Troy Parrott's gone up 1 out on loan. Dusan Vlahovic has gone up by 1, and with 21 appearances this year, so he has played a fair bit, he's managed to bag himself 8 goals and 3 assists. But I thought we'd just do a quick rundown. I'll probably do that every time we hit the halfway stage of the season. Didn't do it last year, and I kind of regret it. Now, let's move forward into the transfer window. It's going to be Nottingham Forest at the start of the transfer window. We played them once this season, so I'm probably going to quick sim that regardless. But there's some deals to be done here, boys, and I think this might be a busier window than we expected. You guys did think as well that we should probably bring in a centre-back, but it's whether this centre-back makes sense. Now, someone like a Chris Richards could make sense, purely because he's 22, 74 rated, he's young, he's going to improve. He's not going to demand first-team football now. If we go in for someone like Tapsoba or Lakoa, like, they're going to want first-team football right now, and we cannot give them that because Tanganga is nearly back in the first team. Romero and Sanchez are our starting centre-backs. So I'm not sure what we do there in that situation. Someone did recommend Bastoni. Absolutely love him. Think he's going to be one of the best centre-backs in the world in the future. That might be me being biased, being a bit of an Inter fan. But yeah, I think, again, he's probably starting for Inter. I have no doubt in my mind with that, and we can't really offer that starting position. Also, still thinking to myself that maybe someone like an Ivan Toney, who's playing in the Championship, we rescue him from said Championship, would be a really good addition to the team to have that cover, considering that we've had our fair share of injuries, and maybe Firmino is injury prone. We haven't been able to play the 2 up top against the smaller sides, which I would really like to do. Maybe bringing in like an Ivan Toney could make sense. I'm also going to leave some of this to you guys and get your opinions on what you think we should do. I'm also going to scout some more of the players that you've suggested and add them to the list. A left back who was suggested, who I could really get behind as the new left back in the team, is Owen Wendell. Like, he could be really good for us. He has gone to Lazio, so I'm not sure if we'd be able to sign him in this window, but I think moving forward, 23, young Dutchman, he'd really fit this team well. Of course, we rotated a little bit for this Forest game. Come on, it's Forest. They're 17th in the league. We could be put to the sword here, actually, for me saying that. They're 17th in the league, and I expect us to win. When I say rotation, though, you look at some of the rotation pieces that come in for us. We're strong, man. We're a strong team. Also, good news, Bobby Firmino is on his way back. Not so good news, we do draw against Forest. Taylor scoring early on and Dusan scoring late on. Not really good enough, considering they had 2 shots and 2 chances. We had 7 and 6 chances, dominated possession. We've done a bit more with it. But back-to-back cup games coming up. And I don't know if we should play both legs against West Ham. I think I'm going to sim the first leg and then we'll play the second leg, the away leg. Because we've got Arsenal coming up in the cup as well, which, I mean, we've got to play when we get the opportunity to go against Arsenal. I do want a decent first leg result, of course, but I'm not willing to risk Lautaro or Bobby yet. I'd rather have them take part in the Arsenal game than in the first leg, because having them fully fit for the second leg, say we lose this 1-1-0 or draw it, it will give us a huge opportunity. Now, what will the result be? Wow, what a crazy result. 3-3. I mean, what a game this must have been. We scored with Vlahovic, then Diop, then Vlahovic actually getting a hat-trick. Ben Rama scored in the 77th minute to make it 3-3. I mean, I'll take it. It's not a bad result for us, and I know in the second leg, at least we're on an even playing field. Dusan bagging goals, though, in the simulation. Things you love to see. A transfer offer now for Emerson. He's Atletico, so, I mean, by rights, Atletico should be a team we potentially would be selling to. I think we get a little bit more leeway, though, because of the fact that we're challenging for the league and we have got to the next round of the Champions League. I mean, they're not exactly storming the league, are they? They're 4th in it. Where's Real Madrid? Osasuna are 3rd. Real Madrid are 8th. Wow. Another mighty foot. I mean, when I say they're 8, they are actually only 8 points off Real Sociedad at the top of the league, but madness. Crazy to see. Imagine if they didn't get Champions League football. Maybe we could steal a couple of players from Real Madrid if they didn't get Champions League football. But I think with that being said, I'm not going to sell him. Here we go, the North London derby, and I'm excited for this one. Potentially we could play the 2 up top, but Bobby's still got the bandage. I don't like playing anyone who's still got the bandage. They're going to play Eddie and Nketiah up top. They've played a similar team every time I played against them. Stefan's played every single match. I don't even know who it is. The only Stefan I can think of is the player from Man City, the youngster, the young winger. Somebody starting 11. Austin is going to get the starting opportunity, but apart from that, really, really strong team. Martinez back in the lineup to start up top. Always got that feeling that you just cannot lose the North London derby when you're at home. Even if it is in this competition, doesn't matter. You just can't lose this. We just cannot lose this. Go on, Lo Celso. Up to our man like Deli. That's a good ball. Bergwijn. I thought he'd cut inside. Frank Fabia did a really good job there. I mean, I've never heard of him before, but he did a good job. When we've played against Arsenal, surprising to me, Saka's not really had that much of an impact. And I'm a huge advocate for Saka. I think he's going to be one of the best English players around in a couple of years to come. And if I get Son just making that inspired kind of run, the problem is there's a lot of bodies back for Arsenal. Where's he going to go? He's going to go out wide to Reguilon. Reguilon's going to float that one in towards... We'll take it. Tap in for Lautaro. Tap in for Lautaro. Took me by complete surprise, that entire situation. I thought when we first hit the crossing, I was like, he's over-tapped this a little bit. But Deli looked like he was going to get onto it. The commitment for that diving header was up there. But luckily for us, I think Deli's diving header put everybody off enough. Gabriel jumped over the football. Lautaro was stood there looking the gift like, oh, well, okay, I'll score this then. Taps it home and the goalkeeper's on the floor. No clue how that happened, but we take those every day of the week. Every day of the week. Arsenal fire back from this corner. Eddie and Nketiah. I was looping, but if it had beat Austin from there, then he'd probably never have played in the team again. Go on then, Son. I'll fire that one up for you, mate. What's Son going to do? Puts inside. How he disguises that pass to Dele Alli is ridiculous. Lo Celso, Bergwijn. Oh, well saved. Bertrude, whatever you call him, not who you'd expect in there. I'm really hoping for, obviously the Newcastle career mode's just gone up, but there's going to be a different flow to that. It's going to be a different feel. It's not going to be like this one, you know, where we do the longer live comms and stuff. A bit more in depth, you know, it's going to be a little bit more flowing, but I hope that the team selections are more improved in that, because I've played Arsenal, 4 times now, and they've never really put out what I'd consider their full-strength side. So I'd like to see that. And the fact that Granit Xhaka still plays for them is an absolute shock. Really is. Half-time whistle goal. The half-time whistle goes, basically, it's just one simple mistake from, I would say, Gabriel, to be fair, for jumping over the football. That has led to us being 1-0 up, and a gift for Lautaro Martinez. Neither team particularly playing well here. Again, it's just that one stroke of luck. They've done basically nothing going forward. But then when I say that, I can't really argue because I haven't done anything either. Apart from that one moment, we've been really quiet. But I'll take it. I'd take a cheeky 1-0 here. The games are coming absolutely thick and fast. I know I say it a lot, but they're non-stop at the minute. Also there, finds Højbjerg. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Stevie B. Across. He shouldn't have probably gone across. Probably should have cut it back to Lautaro. Probably the wrong choice, but it's the best attack we've had this second half, and we're in the 72nd minute. I've got some really tired bodies out there, so I'm just going to make a triple sub. Why the devil not, eh? They're going to bring on Balgun as well, or Balogun, for Eddie and Nketiah. One striker, well, one young striker for another one. Into Lautaro. Get onto it. Dele might knock that one forward. Does. Son now. This is a good position for Son. They knew it. They all stood off him. What a great position that was from Son. It's not his strongest foot, though, is it? It's taken a long time, but they've finally brought on Alexander Isak. Again, like I say, every time I've played Arsenal, they've never played their best starting 11. And I'm finally getting some of them on the pitch, but at this stage, we've surely won this. Another North London derby in the books, and we haven't lost one yet. That's another victory in a North London derby, and we've smashed Arteta left, right, and centre every time we've played them, although they never play their best team. Some good experience out there for the boys today, and it all came down to a little bit of luck. Lautaro bagging the goal, but I'll take it. Not the most thrilling of North London derbies, were it? But I'm not here to bring the excitement. I am, actually. We've completely changed how Spurs have played football to bring them excitement, but I'm just happy that we progress. And this isn't a bad bid. From Liverpool, and they probably want to improve their centre-mid partnerships. Who've they got? They've got Fabinho, Canales, and Chamberlain. It's probably improving the Chamberlain situation, right? Canales and Fabinho has been great for them. Probably improving that situation. I mean, Naby Keita's done absolutely nothing, which is a bit of a surprise, to be honest with you. We've got Lewis Ferguson as well, but James Milner doesn't really play for them anymore. But I'm just shocked that they haven't used Naby Keita. I'm a big fan. I think the bid's reasonable. 57 million is his exact value, though, so we're going to negotiate. I want max money for him. We're not going to let him go for nothing, but we've got to remember he hasn't been playing either, so if he's not playing much football, I'll go for 69, because it's the magic number, right? 69? Okay, 57.5. I'm genuinely not going to sell him for that. I will come down a little bit, but I'm not going to sell him for 57. I'm not going to sell him for his exact value, so we will. We'll see you later, Jurgen. Come back to me when you're ready to put some proper money on the table, or a swap deal. We'll take Naby Keita. Again, it's not like I'm not a fan of Dombele. I just think he would want to go when he's not being played, but I want the right fee. Oh, we got an offer for Ryan Sessegnon. It's a place I think he'd flourish as well in Southampton. I know you guys like him. I really do, but at the same time, he's not playing. His career's not progressing. And I feel like, will he ever play? Because Son will start every single game that he physically can for the next 2 seasons. And then we've got Bergwijn and we've got Gil. And I just feel like he's not going to get the game time. We're going to reject it for now, but I seriously think if a decent bid comes in from a good side, we're going to have to let him go just because we're not using him enough. Being indecisive, aren't I? Being absolutely indecisive. But I am, because I see you guys as like the fans and getting fan feedback of the team. And a lot of you lads like Sessegnon. You think we should use him more and you like him, but do you start Son or Sessegnon? And of course I start Son. And then it's the same situation at left back. Do you start Reguilon or do you start Sessegnon? And if you start in Sessegnon, the man can't defend. He's very quick and he's very athletic, but he can't defend. And his crossing ability is not great either, so he doesn't suit the left side when he plays at all. And then in the centre of the park, he's not better than Lo Celso, Dombele. He's not better than any of the centre mids, if we're being honest. So it's a really difficult position that he's in. If we were doing a different save and we signed him, it would probably be a different situation. But in this team, he just struggles to get a game. And I know at the stage he's at now 22 and the rating he's got, he probably should be playing a lot more. We've got another game in a couple of days, but this Everton match won't be easy. And if you remember last time, we did have a man sent off, but they caused me a lot of issues. They do have Madueke, who's a player who we really wanted playing on that right midfield. Gives us an opportunity to get a decent look at him, I suppose, today. I'm going to bring Skip in, as well as Aarons and Timber. A little bit of rotation, but of course, we're keeping the main men, Martinez and Son. They're irreplaceable at the moment, aren't they? So this time of every year, the pitch looks absolutely wrecked. It looks like they've been playing rugby on it. Maybe they have. Maybe we needed some extra cash. You know what Daniel Levy's like, right? It's like, oh, we've got this rugby team coming in. All right, yeah, we're going to let them play on the pitch. How come? Because they're going to give us an extra £100 a year. All right, yeah, we'll do that. That's a great idea. Son will collect this. I love Son's run animation. Makes me happy seeing him run. That ball working back across wasn't good enough. And our issue at the moment is, like you'd expect with Rafa's teams, Everton are unbelievably... That's a great block from Tanganga. Everton are unbelievably solid at the back. They don't look like they've got much to offer coming forward at the moment. Oh my God, that's why Dele's in this team, boys. You know, sometimes you question, how come you're playing Dele Alli? That kind of pass that we just saw there from him, that was unbelievable. Another player would not have made that pass. Here we go, Lo Celso. Who's he want? I think he wants Dele. He's found bloody Dele Alli. Dele Alli to make it 1-0. Absolutely beautiful. He's having a good episode, isn't he, Dele? And that's exactly why he plays, boys. He really is very good on the game. If you haven't used him, I would recommend picking him up at some point. He's very good to use, and I didn't expect that. I'm not a Dele Alli fan. I think he's lazy. But in the game, he's been great for us. Well, that's a good ball out wide to Gordon. Max Aaron's been asked a few questions here. Everton haven't played badly. They're moving the ball nicely. Oh, that's good from Gordon. Oh, that's really good. And that's a very, very well-worked goal. Thoroughly deserved. Gordon there. That was some cracking play from the kid. Not a clue why Richarlison's doing the chicken. Don't think that's his celebration in real life. But there we go. 1-1 straight at half-time as well. The footwork just did me. No one marking Richarlison either, which didn't help. But that changes the half-time team talk a little bit, doesn't it? But I think we're the better team out there, 100%. But that footwork from Gordon, man, where did he get that from? A great ball over the top to Gordon. And he's going to be our downfall in this game, I'm going to be honest with you. I genuinely do think that. Dele Alli's done great there to go past his man. Max Aaron's now. Skip will just poke that one through to Lo Celso. And then Lo Celso through again to Lautaro. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Martinez finds the back of the net. Great passing play. Started with Dele Alli again. I'm telling you, boys, Dele Alli is extremely good this year. He really is. So if you're ever questioning why Ndombele is leaving the club, but we're keeping Dele Alli, it's because of how well he's playing in the save. In real life, though, Tottenham probably should sell him. Brilliant performance from Dele, but Ndombele's going to come on. Dele's absolutely knackered. Davis off for them and Ilkay Gundogan on. And you just have to think, why wouldn't he be starting? And again, guys, this is on a build that was very much at the start of the game. Oh, I tried to play that back across, but no one were in there for it. That was in early access. So you probably won't be seeing these same issues that I'm having. And if you are, then that sucks because you shouldn't be. But the team selection is awful. The transfers are actually quite good. But the team selections are absolutely Eric Dyer. They really are, boys. It's on now. He's got Ndombele making that run. Ndombele then will play that across to Mr. Lautaro Martinez, who does not miss in that position. And we will take a 3-1 lead here. And surely that's the game done and dusted. Well, look who's coming on for Everton, lads. It's Mr. Solomon Rondon. He used to play for us, didn't he? Oh, God. Those were the days, weren't they, at the start of this series where I couldn't say the name correctly. Scarlett coming on now and Sessegnon, the young guns coming on. We'll give them an opportunity to end this game. That's great pressing there from Reguilon. Oh, that's a good ball in. Oh, that's a beautiful finish, isn't it? We don't have long to hold on, to be fair, but what a finish that is from Richarlison. He doesn't know what he's doing, though, does he? Back and forth and back and forth. Make your mind up, Richarlison. Oh, is this going to show us it in 19 angles? Because if it is, oh, no, never mind. What a hit that is. Technique. It was closer than it should have been because I think we were the better team by a country mile, but Richarlison didn't want it to go that way. And to be honest with you, if Everton had started their better players from the get-go, I think we'd have found that game far more difficult. They grew into the match as they brought better players on the pitch, but Lautaro Martinez, again, absolutely beast. He may not have had a hat-trick yet this season, but another 2 goals for him. Unbelievable stuff. Manchester City now coming in for Tanguy, which is... yeah, I mean, now we're talking. I will negotiate this one. Hopefully, Pep's brought his checkbook. But the fee they've given us already isn't good enough. Let's go 66. 57.8. Again, it's just not really good enough, in my opinion. I mean, maybe I'm being too strict. I'll go 63. But I just think I want more than 58. I'm going to reject it. I do. I want at least 60 or upwards to that for Ndombele. He's a very good player. It's got to be more than over his valuation at 57.5 million. We've got to at least get over that. The title race is now starting to look like it might be a 2-horse race. And to be fair, should we really be selling Ndombele to Manchester City, our biggest rival for the league title this season at the moment? Because Liverpool have dropped off a little bit. Manchester United are a bit off the pace as well. So maybe we don't sell him, especially not to Man City. Potentially, if, say, a PSG come in, then we'll let him go. I think that's probably the fair decision to make, right? PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, those kind of teams come in for Ndombele, then we will let him go. That's going to be it for this one, boys, because I want to get your feedback to see what we should be doing at transfer window. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do apologise. I'm probably going to be sick for a few days. I'm not going to lie. When I get ill for quite a few days, so I'm still going to keep the videos up. If I do get that ill that I can, obviously I'll put in the community section and post it on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, down below, at Yorkiemann, though. Like, at Yorkiemann is all my socials. Follow me on Twitch as well. We'll be doing a lot of Football Manager when that comes out. When I'm feeling a bit better, I am going to be streaming testing sliders for old gen FIFA 22. If you want to come and watch some of those streams, see how we're testing the sliders, and I'll probably do it while doing a career mode as well, so it's something for people to actually watch while we're streaming. But I'm just not feeling up to streaming at the moment. It's taking me longer to record these videos because I have to take breaks to like cough and blow my nose and stuff. It's a nightmare being poorly, innit? Right, guys, take it easy. I will see you in the next episode.